From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning, this is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Tuesday, August 19th. Our first story this morning is starting off on the national side. Congressman Don Bacon is criticizing how President Trump is handling negotiations in the Russian-Ukraine war. Bacon said he supports efforts to bring peace, but says he doesn't believe the president has shown a clear understanding of the situation. He pointed to what he called Trump's, quote, velvet glove treatment of Vladimir Putin on Friday, saying it stood in sharp contrast to how Zelensky was received. Bacon also stressed Ukraine is the victim in this war and shouldn't be pressured into conceding to Russia. Your second story, this is just into our newsroom. An endangered missing advisory has been issued to determine the whereabouts of Elmer Ramirez Rojas. He was last seen yesterday morning traveling to Hebron, Nebraska from Lexington. Rojas is 5'4", 130 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a gray long sleeve shirt, gray short sleeve shirt, blue jeans, and brown work boots. If you have any information, you're urged to call 911. Third story in our crime tracker, the younger brother of convicted killer Joseph Barraza took a plea deal yesterday, changing the charge for his involvement in hiding Carly Schaaf's body from accessory to murder to accessory to manslaughter. This means Daniel Barraza is facing an upward sentence of 3 years plus a year and a half of post-release supervision. Joseph was sentenced to life in prison last week and asked for leniency for his brother. Court records show Daniel took another plea deal in a case involving a fight while in custody and will keep you updated on his sentencing. Your fourth story this morning, an alarming trend of sex crimes in the state have lawmakers looking at adding legislation to put a stop to them. According to the State Patrol, on average, 900 women are trafficked in the state of Nebraska every month, 200 of which happen right here in Lincoln. State Senator Lauren Lippincott says they've already passed a piece of legislation to help prevent trafficking through social media. Senator Lippincott says lawmakers plan to work with other states to see how Nebraska can tighten up laws involving sex offenders. And wrapping things up with your final story, after nearly a dozen years of being the executive director of Lincoln's Airport Authority, David Herring will be wheels up as he takes on a new role as the CEO of Spokane Airports in Washington. While it still has to be approved by the city, this means Herring will lead 3 different airports in that area, including Spokane International Airport. Chairperson of the Airport Authority released this statement on the move, saying in part, quote, "We thank David for his dedication and commitment to L&K and wish him the best. The LAA board will begin the process of selecting a new executive director." That is your Morning Pulse for this Tuesday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. A bit humid today.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.